Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Hypixel Creative Build Battles or Hypixel Creative Build Challenge. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a 2v2 tournament. In the first round we have _Vis and Pimped Out Hobo on the green side and Fruit Ninja and Estevalvo 2003 on the blue side. So we are going to get this going. We're going to have the first round here is going to be 15 minutes long. The theme is Elven. Three, two, one, go. 15 minutes. 15 minutes on the clock. We have started, and I am going to get rid of our chat there, right? Or I can make it smaller. Actually, that might nice and small, so I can still see a little bit of it there. Cool. So we have, wow, people are moving quick. Fruit Ninja and Pimped Out Hobo have already begun some nice terraforming. And over on _Vis, he seems to be building very high mound. But Pimped Out Hobo seems to be doing something very different in terms of terraforming. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Maybe they're building floating islands. That would be interesting. Some Podzol has come out on Estevano's side. And they are spam clicking like crazy getting in that dirt. Oh man, _Vis has added some pillars. Not sure what he's going for right now, but we will see. We seem to have Pimped Out Hobo is a bit stuck behind the walls here. Must have been filling in the terraforming on the edges, though we can't see it very well. And we seem to still be having mostly terraforming going on with a little bit of structure from _Vis. Lots of spectators here today flying around. And we almost have a full little plot of terraforming done by Estevano and Fruit Ninja, who seem to be working very well together as opposed to Pimped Out Hobo and _Vis. We have a couple of moderators flying around on the plots, taking a look. Today we don't have any special judges. None of the build team was available, and Antarctic wasn't around like who we had last time. So we seem to be having a floating island indeed being built by Pimped Out Hobo. It'll be interesting to see where he goes with the structure on that. Very interesting that a lot of the terraforming has been done here. Usually build battles end up consisting of just some small structures, but the build battles here seem to often flow around some terraforming initially. So as we continue on here, we're getting down to the 12-minute mark. Time is slowly ticking by. And it looks like, as of right now, we've had a lot more work done by Estevano and Fruit Ninja. Almost not completely done terraforming their plot, only about a quarter left. It'll be interesting to see how they continue with structure, or maybe some trees. It seems that Pimped Out Hobo is now creating a pillar instead of doing a floating island. And we already have some detail being added by Vis, which is very interesting since normally you build your structure before adding detail. Fruit Ninja and Estevano are still completing their terraforming. It'll be interesting to see what they do after they are done. And done. It only took them 4 minutes. Now, what are they going to do next? Are they going through? Fruit Ninja now seems to be going through and fixing any mistakes in the terraforming, and Estevano doesn't really look like he knows what he's doing. What are you doing, Estevano? What are you doing? Do something. Wool. There's wool being placed. The wool and being broken and more wool. Oh, okay. And Fruit Ninja brings out some wood. 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 Maybe I should get the villager tech or the villager sound pack for this. Make it a bit more interesting. We seem to be having a nice pillared structure built by this. I'm not really sure what... Okay, Pimped Out Hobo seems to be continuing on his pillar. Doing a nice job doing a little bit of terraforming there, as this continues on the rest. So we are down to 10 broadcasts. 10 minutes remaining. Oh, some nice little curly cues on the edge of his what will be roof, I hope. But this seems to have stopped moving. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? You have a very good thinking face. He brings out some clay. That is a very good thinking face, actually. Brings out some clay for some gray coloration in his build. And we have a giant tree being built on Fruit Ninja's side. Interesting, considering they're supposed to be doing an Elven build. I'm not sure how this is Elven. It looks like a tree to me. A cool tree, maybe an Elven tree. Oh, Estevano seems to have brought out some cobblestone and wood. And we seem to be having a nice roof line being built by this. Let's take a look at what... Oh, Pimped Out Hobo seems to be... I think he's digging maybe a lake. This might be a lake. He seems to be adding some clay in, getting ready to add some clay in now. Maybe? He has clay in his hand. Oh, stone! Regular stone! Interesting. I wonder if there's going to be water added to this. As we continue on the Fruit Ninja Estebano side, we have some more wool being placed by Estebano. We have a nice little tent that you can't get in. On this side you can, though. And some chests that don't have anything in them. Not a very good campsite if you ask me, especially because of the lava flowing out here. Not very a good campsite. Now we have a nice roof line. Oh, we seem to be having an interesting combination of clay and stained clay being added to the build. But as we are getting close to the 7-minute mark, I don't know if he'll have enough time to finish. They seem to be doing a pretty good job, though. Pimped Out Hobo seems to be continuing with the terraforming here. And we have a little bit of a water error. They will get some point deductions for that if that stays. Fruit Ninja seems to now be adding leaves to his tree. But I could see wood sticking out the top, which isn't very good. Maybe he's going to cover that up. It seems like he is planning on doing that. Estevabo is continuing on his house with a very straight roof line and not much interest in that. We'll see how that continues. Maybe he'll make some changes. This continues to create an interesting combination between clay and stained clay with those different colored grays and some white. Very characteristic of the Elven style, but from the front here it's rather flat. So Maybe, hopefully, that will change. We seem to be having a pause. Not much. Oh, a little bit more building from Fruit Ninja on the tree. As we're starting to lose a bit more time, we're getting down close to the 5-minute mark, and I will give them a warning. So, SB cast. As we continue this build battle, this is going crazy with his house, while Pimped Out Hobo is creating some nice terraforming down low. We have Estebano creating some structures on the blue side, as well as Fruit Ninja. Ooh, sorry. Along with Fruit Ninja doing some organic structure on that tree there. So we are down to the 5-minute mark. And they seem to be doing a very good job of starting to create something a little complete. Estevano continues to be making a structure, but this looks a bit more medieval than Elven, if you ask me. Though this structure isn't very complete either, as you can walk right through it. So we'll hope to see that they improve in their last few minutes of building. I'm not sure where Pimped Out Hobo has gone. He seems to have disappeared off the doing more terraforming. With some support from a fan right there. Seems that this is going to be adding some trees and organic structures now. But I would like to rather see maybe him finish his actual building, since he only has 4 minutes remaining. Fruit Ninja's tree is coming out nicely, with a little bit flat underneath, but the top is rounded nice to the structure of the tree. Estebano seems to have slowed down his work on his structure. We still have some invaders into the plots. I need to figure out a way to stop people from flying in too much. This is creating a nice tree going on right here, though the branches are rather flat. With some hanging down leaves, it seems. But again, still would like to see him finish his structure. Lots of building going on, lots of building going on. They both seem to have tried to go, both teams seem to have tried to go for something maybe a bit too large scale for their build, or for their time that they are allowed, and I think they're going to run out of time here. Since we're getting down close to the 2-minute mark. I think I'll be giving them a warning at 2 minutes and 1 minute. Ooh. What's that? I didn't see that last time. Anyway, sorry, distractions. Maybe we'll take a sneak peek at whatever that is later. But, okay, this seems to be continuing on his build, and we are down to the 2-minute mark. 2 minutes remaining. Estevano seems to be adding some detail to his structure, but oh, there's the door. I was almost going to say it doesn't have a door. Ah, this is a nice homey house that you can't get in. Oh well. Ah, that's disappointing. This is working on his tree, and his structure is still rather unfinished. I think I might leave this one up to the spectators. We might make a little bit of a change. I'm not just going to pick one, since I don't have any special judges with me to help decide. we're going to allow the viewers or the spectators here to decide, as there are so many here. We're going to ask them to fly over the plot that they like most. Some spamming going on. Not good. We seem to have some trees going down. I'm going to get ready to do a broadcast for 30 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds remaining. This tree is rather unfinished. Let's see if they're going to finish their structure here, since it seems to be hanging very precariously with nothing under it. Some floating blocks and everything with this pillar here. I mean, I guess it's Elven. There might be some magic involved. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop! Okay, we're gonna turn our chat back on here a little bit and make it a little bigger. So I'm gonna ask them to fly over the build you think wins. Above it, please, so I can see everyone. Okay, so it seems that we have more on Estavabo's side, but I think we're gonna go with that. So the winners are winners are Brute Ninja and Estevaba. Just because this build is so incomplete, this and Pimped Out Hobo, so we're going to take an axe here, and I think we can copy paste. Paste. There we go. Oh, and that was an Elven build. Elven. So, if you disagree with us, please leave a comment, or just think what you would have done differently on your build. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Please hit a like or subscribe if you did. Bye-bye!